How's it going?
Good mate, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Getting ready for the lesson?
Of course.
Perfect.
Just take it straight into the mat, yeah. Just to the outer edge there, yeah. Yeah. Yes, please. So is that the push cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't so bad then.
Middled it. Okay, one more.
That was definitely on the toe.
Yes. So would that one be more typical of the push cut that you're getting, do you think? Right, okay, so 125 feet right at target.
Yeah.
Okay, high on the face, which is where you're losing the power. So, right, if we have a look on the TrackMan, okay, what we can see is, first one there is 238.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty much middled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second one, 233.8 in carry. Okay, but the difference is, look at the total. The total's where a lot of the issues are. Okay, so we have a look at the total right here. We can notice that on the one that you didn't hit properly, 249, and on the other one, 270. So a big amount of that's going to be gear effect. Right, so set up to it for me, mate. I'm going to put the cameras on live so that you can actually see what we're trying to do. Okay. Interestingly, on that good one, you got it at a smash factor of 1.51, spinning it at 2.1. Okay, good. Probably could do get a bit more club speed eventually out of you.
Yeah.
Not worried about that right now though. Okay, right. Set up to it for me. Okay, so start the backswing to around here for me. Okay. Now as you feel it setting, it wants to set a little bit more from that left wrist. Get that right hip turning back a little more. Now to the top. Okay, so you can now see that hip's turned back a lot deeper and the arms are higher.
Yep.
Then what you're going to be able to do is just on the way through feel a little bit more slide from the pelvis to allow you to have the time to get your arms in front of you here, which will then mean you can still hit up on it, okay, but you're going to be able to deliver the club to a much better position. Okay. What you're tending to do, can I borrow your hole for one sec, mate?
Yeah. Okay,
so what you're getting is, as you're taking it back, it's getting too far back here, yeah? So then from there, as you take it to the top, arms are deep, but we know hip turn. So as you start up down, you see the arms are trapped behind you. So they'd lack a hip turn and the arms being too far back, followed by the fact that then your hip go really quickly and leave the arms behind you. It's just a really difficult thing because you're inside out, but your club face is always going to want to come in too open because your arms are trapped. Yeah. When your arms are trapped back, unless your arms throw out to get to align the centre of the club to the ball, you're generally going to hit it off the toe. Yeah. Because your arms are going to be nearer you, aren't they, if they're further back. So if they're more trapped in here, they've got to be near you, your hands, haven't they? Yeah. So your only way then to align it would either be to move forward like this or to do that. So therefore you're going to hit it off the toe more often. Yeah. That's where the push comes from and that's what's losing you a lot of the distance. Okay. Right, set back up, mate. Okay, so make a practice swing. Okay, just a back swing to start with, nice and slow. Start feeling the hips turn, feel the arms going up. Okay, now feel a little bit of slide in the pelvis and a little bit of squat through the legs as you're coming down. Okay, there you go. Does that feel different? Yeah. Right, do that again, please, mate. Okay. So. Good. Now slide and get those arms in front. Way different. See how much room you've got there. Now you can all of a sudden start to unwind around, which is what we want. Whereas you've been getting a little bit in here, rather than being able to unwind around with it all.
Yeah, it's similar to what I was doing in the original swing, wasn't it? Where I was just throwing my hands to try and catch up with it.
Because your arm's too far back and behind you, rather than being more up and in front of you. This will feel quite upright for you, okay? So, make one more practice swing, mate, just getting a little feel. Good. Okay, right. Let's try one. I want you to try and feel those arms going up for me, okay? Hips turning a lot more in that backswing. Just feel it's more, like I say, a little bit more up at the top with the arms. Get those hips turning a lot more. Superb. Right, let's try one. So, arms again are getting more up now. Okay. Let's see if you can just get our backswing a little bit shorter for me. Okay. What we're probably going to see in the short term, because we're making changes with the driver in the lesson here, that's going to go down. Yeah. Because you're making a conscious effort to change the feeling of the swing. Yeah. As soon as you do that, you can't swing at the same full of speed. It just can't be done. Because I'm making a conscious effort to actually change my mechanics. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah. So we're not just optimising the numbers to try and get you more distance. Yeah. Yes, we want to get that. Yeah. That would be probably good for either later in the session or probably once you've got the feeling for the move, yeah, then start to look at what we can do within the numbers, attack angle, strike, spin rate, all those sort of things, to actually get you in the position where we can get you the maximum distance for the club head speed, etc. Okay. Yeah, I'm genuinely not worried in the slightest that that's gone down, because what you want to do first of all is get rid of those high toe hit cuts in there. Yeah. 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 Because if you can get it out the middle and get it solid, then all of a sudden you can put the speed in. Yeah. But if you try and put the speed into a bad action, you're not going to do it more offline, are you? Yeah. Yeah. I agree. So get the feeling again from that for me. Okay, one more. Nice. Right.
So just get my hips across more.
Yes, please, mate. Good. So just give you a feel for that. Yeah. Give you a little feel, take it to the top. Yeah. So feeling for getting the hips crossed, take it to the top. Get right there. Okay. Now pull that on, yes, and then feel how that right elbow moves to the front part of your body at the same time. There you go, feel that elbow's coming in right there. Yeah. So now it is inside, okay, but you're also got lots of room to square the face there. Yeah. Okay, take it back to the top for me. Turn the hips very quickly from the top there, just turn them. Now if that arm gets trapped back here a little bit too much, there, try and get to the ball, see it's left leaving that face open. Yeah. Yeah, that's where yours will get to, just because you leave those arms back, rather than give the ability to get those arms more forwards via the pelvis sliding rather than it spinning. Okay. Definitely a bit straighter. Yeah. It's got a little bit of cut on the end of it. Yeah. Now on the golf course, what you'd probably do with that, in genuinely, is you have a look at this. Path right here is 1 degree out to in. Yeah. Okay. That is not a lot. Okay. Club face only 1.6 open, but like 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 earlier. Yeah. Okay. What we're probably going to need to do is get you the feeling in the short term. Aiming the tiny little bit left, who's doing these battered little cuts with the driver. Yeah. As you get more used to that backswing, you'll then be able to add that little bit of sliding, getting you in a little draw like you do with the irons. Yeah. But at the moment, you're coming up steeper. Okay, so that's why path altered slightly to out to in rather than 2.5, 3.5 inside. Yeah. But it was a fake inside because your arms were back and you were trapped. Yeah. So it blocked slices. So you couldn't start the ball on line. This is at least starting a lot closer. If you just aimed a little bit left, I think you'd be spot on with it, mate. Okay. So what we're going to do now is let's just, from a standpoint of seeing what the gearing's doing, okay, do 2, 3 more with this, and then we'll spread it face back up again, see what we get. Okay. Yeah. Because then we can at least kind of add. Because at the moment we're not looking at strike point. For the next few minutes, I'm not completely looking at strike location. I'm looking at where the ball position and what the swing changes are starting to get for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arms up. You healed that badly, didn't you? Okay. Okay, what do you feel you did different?
I was thinking on past lesson where my wrist, thinking about my wrist at the top.
Okay.
So
What past lesson were you thinking about?
so in the past lesson we were talking about how when I got to the impact position, my wrist was kind of cupped a bit.
Yeah.
So I got the feeling of, as I came back, trying to almost flatten the wrist higher up, a little bit like DJ, but not quite as bad. So then when it come down, it should be flatter at the point of impact.
Here's going to be really interesting. Particularly when we have a look at this. Obviously we're getting the plane higher the whole lesson, because you didn't really concentrate and keep the focus on what we needed. It's actually a bit flatter and closer to where it was at the start of the lesson right there.
Yeah.
Particularly in those arms. That's not what we wanted. So, kind of, this is mega important for you, probably like, you know, loads of players out there, right? What we can do is we can think of, sometimes you go, oh, remember when I did that last time, I'll add that in.
Yeah.
But the problem is, there's no ownership on what you've already started doing. Yeah, so we've kind of just randomly thrown a ball out there. We've not really even embedded the other stuff. I thought, I know, I'll throw this in, I think those last couple pretty good. Started to feel those arms being high. Problem is, you've started to feel it, but because it's so new, you're not losing that.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure that you're feeling it and embedding those feelings before you add something else new in. Nice. 3.5 up on the track man. 0.4 into out. Really, really solid. Okay, Brett, so class session here today. So we've been looking at setup, getting it angled a little bit more away from the target here from the front view. So we can see right here that you are getting there. Upper body probably get a fraction more away from it. Pull the ball a little bit more forwards in the stance, because when it gets too far back, it tends to leave the club face being a little bit too open. Kind of just makes it quite difficult for you to square it every time. Obviously we knew at the start that you were towing it as well. So towing it was because during the backswing we weren't getting those arms anywhere near high enough. Okay, so you can see they're a lot higher there. Just brought one in from early on in the lesson on the left hand side, so obviously the before. Okay, so we can just see those arms were getting way flat. Okay, getting really trapped coming in right here. Ball definitely starting a little bit more right over in this direction. Okay, big thing is though, let's take it back to the top. This is the big bit. So you see the flatness, bit of overswing there, not enough hip turn. Big thing now is look where those arms are, very much up in front of you. More hip turn, so giving you more space coming down right in here. And we can see where that ball is impacting the net, kind of over in this area. We can see, and we can see it on the before one. It was definitely more to the right. So definitely changing there. That space in the backswing is everything to you, okay? It's then giving you more freedom to get through the shot, getting the club face a little bit more squared up. Okay, well obviously we've come down a little bit in club head speed. That's probably expected, just due to the changes that we're making. Because you can't keep club head speed the same and make a technical change, because your body will only do what it's always done at that top end speed, because it's got a habit associated to that speed. So to undo it, you're going to have to slow it down to make a conscious effort